Cutscene time? At the start of a video, that's been a while. And that's it, video's over, see you guys later. Was that really all there was to it, that cutscene? Sure. Doink, 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 doink. Oh, we have to go up here. So we're going to the medical hall thing? Isn't Ron supposed to be in bed with his hurt leg though? Oh, here we go. Here's the rest of the cutscene. Usain Bolt looking ass. That's a bit bigger than it was in the movie, not gonna lie. Time travel, baby. Also, hi, hello, and welcome, by the way. So, we traveled back in time. Gonna explain a bit why and how and stuff for you know who, and I don't mean Lord Voldemort, but I mean my friend. So we traveled back in time using Hermione's time turner. She actually got that time turner from Professor McGonagall at the start of the 3rd year, because there were too many classes she wanted to take and some of them were happening at the same time. So it's quite inappropriate actually, and I don't think it should really be that easy to gain access to a time traveling device, just having some classes that overlap. But yeah, sure, McGonagall was just like, here you go Hermione, you can bend space and time around without thinking about consequences at all. Well, then again, Hermione probably is someone who is expected to think about the consequences of her actions a bit, but she's quite a smart girl probably. How you guys doing? It's gonna be Sunday when this goes up. It is Thursday right now. Thursday, that's right. Ate some fries today. Thursday is fries day at my house, which is awesome because I love fries. Who doesn't love fries though? Well, there's probably some people. I was gonna say something a bit more insulting than people, but I guess they have the right to be called people. But yeah, if I do finish the editing on time, this is gonna go up on Sunday, and that will mean that I will have completed my schedule for this weekend, which is 2 videos. I should be able to edit it in time, like it's two more days, 3 more days, well, depends how you look on it, but I should still have enough time left. I get it, that plant couldn't go back anymore, so now it had to knock over this barrel over here. And we get a little fish, and I think we're gonna use that fish to release him. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to do something else as well though. There we go, second piece of meat. Is that gonna be all? He seems to still be locked up, right? What was the thing in the cage over here? I guess that's something for another time, that bird in the cage. I think it's a bird at least. For now it's cutscene time. Yeah, just use the record player that's lying around in the woods. Oh, why do they have to keep bringing back these things? I believe this might be the last mission of year 3, so that'll mean that we're going into year 4. I know, right? You wouldn't believe it, but yeah, year 4 is after year 3. Now you guys probably know what year 4 is about. It's about the Triwizard Tournament. Gotta say, not my favorite part of the series, talking books and movie-wise and stuff, but something we have to get through. We have to do the entire story if we want to play games like this that are story-driven, can't just stop halfway past halfway. Can't you stop halfway? That's what I'm talking about. So this is then gonna be episode 22. 22 episodes for the first game only. And it's gonna be a lot more because it's only movie number 3. That's about 7 episodes each year of Hogwarts. One more year left. So we're gonna finish up at a strong 30 episodes, I believe, which is almost the same as my Lord of the Rings series that I did earlier on the channel to start things off. I guess 30 episodes is not too much, but I think you should probably draw a limit somewhere, because if there is ever someone that really wants to binge watch these series, they're not gonna want to watch like 50 episodes of the same game now, will they? Unless my content is of course just that good that they do want to do that. I mean, I don't know, it could be possible, you know, if I'm just that good at it. Saying, just putting it out there, just putting it on the table as an option. I rewatched the movie earlier this week, probably for the 3rd or 4th time in my life, or maybe more, but I can't be sure about that, and it was the Shawshank Redemption. Now, if you haven't watched that movie yet, first of all, no offense, but what are you doing with your life? Second of all, pause this video, go watch it right now. It is the highest rated movie on the famous movie critique site. I want to say IMBD, but it could also be DB in the end. I'm never quite sure. I always get those two options confused. But just to summarize, it's a really good movie. Well, the public thinks it's a really good movie, and I gotta say that I'm part of that public, because man oh man, does that movie rustle some feathers for me. Like, it really does something for me, it means a lot. So I didn't just watch the movie for fun. Well, I mean, I did have a lot of fun while watching it, and it wasn't against my will that I was watching it. That's not what I mean at all. But what I mean is that me and my buddy Steph Berglucht, we actually recorded a podcast about the movie. Now I think I'm okay with saying it now. I think the podcast itself should be uploaded by Sunday, so there's not gonna be spoilers for anyone, I hope. But if that's not the case, then I'm sorry. It was really fun to do. We both had a lot of interesting things to say about it, I think, which might sound as a bit of an inflated ego statement, but you know that I'm just being, well, being honest, I guess, like just giving my own opinion. I think we did a pretty good job. One thing we did do though was we tried to like summarize the story a bit for people who were listening to the podcast, and that ended up taking like the first entire hour of the podcast, which I don't really mind, but that's quite a long time to just be summarizing things maybe. But we'll see. Still a learning process, definitely, this podcasting thing, but we enjoy every single second of it, I think. At least I do, and I'm pretty sure Berglucht probably does as well. But yeah, truly, great movie, The Shawshank Redemption. It stars Morgan Freeman, it stars Tim Robbins. He's playing the main character, he's playing Andy Dufresne. And Andy Dufresne is the main suspect in the murder of his wife and her lover, because he was supposedly at the crime scene and they didn't find any evidence to counter the fact that he could be the murderer, which is why they locked him up for a life sentence 2 times in a row. And you see Andy's life in prison unfold, and you see him making new friends, people that he has to learn to respect, and they learn to respect him as well. And it's a beautiful story about hope, about comeuppance, a lot of comeuppance, I guess I should say. And if you don't know what that means, it's like a fancier word for karma is a bitch, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of comeuppance in the movie, like the good guys get what they deserve, the bad guys get what they deserve. I'm not gonna spoil that much, but it's a really inspiring story. It's actually a movie from 1994, which is the year my brother was born. I have a brother, by the way. I think I've talked about that in my Lord of the Rings videos probably, because we used to play that game together. But if you haven't watched my Lord of the Rings videos, first of all, what are you doing with your life? Second of all, pause the video and go watch them. It will only take you like 50 hours probably. It was also the year they released Forrest Gump, which is another one of those movies that just like you won't ever forget once you see it. Here we go. Oh, so everything we did for getting that record player was all for nothing, right? Oh, that's cool. So, bitch. Nice wizard hat, Harry. So yeah, earlier when we got saved by a random wolf call, that was actually Hermione calling, huh? Nice twist on the story, don't you think? Time travel can be a bit of a controversial part in some stories, like my buddy Berglicht, for example, didn't like it at all when they introduced it in the Harry Potter sequel screenplay, The Cursed Child, disastrous screenplay script writing book. You know what I'm talking about. I haven't read it, so I shouldn't call it that bad, because I mean, the public opinion can maybe think that it's that bad, but that doesn't mean necessarily that I think it's bad as well. But then again, my buddy Berglicht thought it was bad, and I trust his judgment most of the time, I think. We have a lot in common in tastes and in preferences and stuff, so if he says that he doesn't like something, I can be like 85%, that seems like a nice number to fit onto it. 85% sure that I won't like it either. But just for the sake of that 15%, you should always try to form your own judgment. That's a great lesson in life, I think. Like, never completely and blindly trust off what other people say about things, because you might have a different opinion from the masses. I wonder what the future holds, man. I'm definitely gonna complete year 4 after this, just still continue this series until I finish the first game, because that'll be a nice point to... And that's where I'm doubting it, to take a break, maybe? Maybe I will intertwine a different series in between the first game of LEGO Harry Potter and the last game, something like LEGO Lord of the Rings or something. That was a joke. But yeah, something I've said probably 2 to the power of 15,000 times already. I want to be a bit of a variety content, a bit of a Northern Lion-esque YouTuber, which is something I've said myriad times as well. And I want to play some different games, so I might fit something in between the 2 LEGO Harry Potter games. Now, what that's gonna be is as much of a mystery for you as it is for me for now. There's literally like a billion games I want to record. Some of them might not be fit for my channel, but I still want to try it out, of course. That's a discussion I had with my buddy Kroger earlier today. Like, if you're not sure about whether you like something or not, or whether something's gonna fit your channel or anything, just try it out. It's 10 times better to delete something that doesn't fit somewhere than to never do something that really fits and would make for really enjoyable content. 6 Dementors, eh? Should be easy enough. Yeah, I still have a lot of games lined up that I would give a try for recording. Also, I have a lot of single player games that I bought specifically for the intention of like, yeah, this could be a great series, I'll just buy it in advance, but they're starting to pile up and I'm not actually recording anything in them. And that's just because I'm kind of a person who wants to finish a series first before starting a new one. You will have noticed that with Lord of the Rings as well. If you didn't watch my Lord of the Rings series, what are you doing? Would you like to go and watch it right now? But yeah, I finished that entire thing first before starting something new. And we're gonna be casting some Expecto Patronusism. And there is 3 out of 6 halfway done. 4 out of 6, thank you very much. 5 out of 6, and then the last one is gonna get murdered right here on the spot, and there we go, year 3 of LEGO Harry Potter completed. I think so, at least. So it was actually Harry who casted his own Patronus to save himself in the past, and not Harry's dad, which is quite sad for Harry because he really wanted to see his father, but still. Level complete, year 3 complete. This episode complete. Some nice topics, some chill discussions. You know, that's what I like. I hope you enjoyed your cup of coffee. That's something I'm gonna say from now on. Just enjoy a cup of coffee while watching my episodes, man. I think it really fits the aesthetic. And it really fits my outro, as you all know. See you guys later, bye bye.